and women can be just friends?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. I've got lots of male friends, and I just think, you know, if you take that gamble, you could lose that really good friend that you've had for life.
So you say don't take your male friend to bed. What about you, Jeff? Can men and women just be friends, just like that?
I think it's certainly risky, chancing losing everything to have the relationship. But if half brothers and sisters can have relationships, then so can friends.
That's a whole new show, that is.
It is, a different subject.
OK, well, Laura was friends with Chris for 10 years before they got together, but now they're engaged. Laura's getting cold feet. 3 weeks ago, condoms went missing from the bedroom, so now Chris is convinced she's been sleeping around. He's even called her a prostitute. Well, the result, Laura's now wondering if getting together romantically with her friend was a mistake. Let's meet Laura. So you and Chris were what, good mates, were you?
Yeah, we were mates 10 years.
So why did you, or how come you crossed over from being mates to being lovers?
Well, we lost contact for a little while, and we met back up, and he started coming round, and just one thing led to another, and then we became in a relationship. Yeah.
So you've been together as a couple for how long now?
For about a year now.
And so what's the relationship like now?
He's constantly making accusations, and he's called me a prostitute, which...
Why did he call you a prostitute?
Because I had a conversation with him about... A friend had a conversation with me about her going into do prostitution, and I had said to him how much I didn't like that, how much that wouldn't be me.
Right.
But he's then turned that round and said, but you were talking about it. And I said, it was a conversation. It doesn't mean I'm going to go and do it.
And what's this about the condoms?
Yeah, we've got, obviously, condoms under the bed, but I didn't know until recently that, obviously, he's counted them. And then he told me that there was some missing. And he even says to me that there was fingerprints and Vaseline that didn't belong to him. So, you know...
What? There was what?
Aye.
Fingerprints in it?
Yeah, which is... It's just disgusting. And
does that freak you out that he's checking up that much?
Aye, it is. It's disgusting. And I was telling him to get out of my house. I says, I'm not even going to discuss this with you. Just get out. Do you know what I says? I'm not going there. I've not done nothing, and I'm not going to get into this conversation with you.
Is he starting to get really possessive?
Really possessive. He's going through my phone. He's phoning me up all the time. Where are you? What are you doing? There was a while back. It's not as bad now that we were arguing, and I was getting really angry because of all these accusations. So I would go... which isn't great, and I've got a daughter running about, so You don't want all of this arguing? No.
So what's this... You're engaged now?
We are. He proposed to me at Christmas time, which was really awkward, to be honest. His mum's not been well, so there was quite an emotional thing there as well, by trying to be there for him and not hurt his feelings.
So when you said yes to getting engaged, was part of you not wanting to hurt his feelings?
Well, part of it was that I do like him, and he is a nice guy. He's just got a lot of insecurities, and when I actually talk to him about it, he'll say it's from the past. Someone in the past has cheated on him. But when we were first together, and he's accusing me of this, that, and the next thing, he's the one getting messages for females. He's the one that's got...
Oh, he gets messages from females?
Yeah, he's got the text on his phone for his ex-girlfriend. He's phoning her when we're together, but yet he'll accuse me, and I've done nothing like that.
Oh, OK, let's meet him, hear his side of things. Please welcome Chris.
I need to know about the condoms, don't I?
At the end of the day, Chris, I says to you, I don't know nothing about the condoms, and I don't know nothing about the condoms, and I think you're pathetic for counting condoms, and I think you're pathetic for everything you've been saying.
You've been, as well, you've been funny for the past 2 weeks.
Listen, that's because of the way you are. That's because of all the accusations. That's because of everything that you're putting me through. It's stress, and you're just putting flaring situations. You know I've got a daughter that runs about. Yeah, you know that it's not a good situation, and you know yourself the last few times that we've had arguments, I've said to you, get out, because I'm not doing it anymore. And I don't want to argue with you. I've known you for a long time, and I do care about you, but you're very, very insecure, and that's why I'm trying to help you.
So why are you checking up on her? Why are you going through her phone?
I don't check her phone, it's like...
You do?
It just...
You even laugh when I ask you if you've been going through my phone, and you'll smile. You do check
my
phone. And when I've checked, when you had messages from your ex and for other females, and 16-year-old girls' numbers on your phone, I mean, come on. And then
I
you
was meant to
accuse
delete
me,
them.
but
No.
you're meant to delete them, but why have you got them?
I forgot to delete them, that's all.
Well, you accuse me things, Chris, and at the end of the day, I've not done half the things that you have.
Did you really call her a prostitute?
No, no in words, no. I just a bit,
did.
she mentioned it.
You did. You accused me of basically sleeping with men in my bed while you were at work 6 till 2 in the afternoon, and my
Really?
daughter was running about. Yeah.
Why did you think that?
I don't know, just the way she was past 3 weeks ago, and like...
But a prostitute.
Yeah, yes.
I'm just thinking, do you not think that your insecurities might be pushing her
Maybe,
away?
yeah.
And obviously, because she's got a daughter running around. Yeah. She's got a commitment to her daughter. She doesn't need you, always on her back constantly.
Yeah.
Maybe she's a genuine woman. Maybe she's not cheating. Maybe it's just you.
Probably.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That came from a guy. Yes. Over here, yes. What are you going to say?
Chris, are you actually on any drugs at all?
No, never.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Well, no, you asked that because if you're smoking a lot of wacky-backy, then you start getting paranoid, and that comes up quite a few times on this
Okay,
show.
2 things. Firstly, about the condoms, men can't keep track of anything, so he's probably worried that you've counted them, and he's probably used the one that's missing.
Yeah, exactly.
And secondly, I wouldn't marry anyone that called me a prostitute.
No.
Was wacky-backy part of the situation of paranoia?
He used to smoke it.
Ah.
Years ago, I mean.
Yeah, have you had that checked out? Because some people, the effects linger on for a long while.
I've said to Chris that he needs help, he needs professional help. He's been a liar all the time that I've ever known him.
What do you mean by a liar?
He tells silly little lies that don't even matter. If I said to him, what time did you get in? He'll say 3:15, even if it was 2:45. Silly things, it doesn't matter.
Why is that?
Sometimes I get in, but sometimes I lose track and I just remember what time I
But
get
then
in.
when you come off the phone and I say, who was that? And then you'll say, oh, no one, it was just a salesperson. And it was your mum or dad, and it was your mum or dad, so what? Why lie about it?
What were you going through when you were friends? What sort of relationships were you having in those days?
When we were friends, there was always other people around as well. And we would go out in the car, or Chris would help me out a lot, and he would take me to the vet with my dog and things like that.
But were you in good relationships then, or bad relationships?
I was in bad. I had been in and out of bad relationships myself.
So is this the first steady relationship you've got?
It's the first person that has me. Well, I say treated me bad, but mentally and emotionally, this is probably quite hard as well, considering, like I said to Chris, sometimes I'd rather you punch me in the face than done this to me, because a punch in the face is gone and it's done. This is emotional and it's going on.
Well, I'd rather you did neither, but you're saying...
No, but
are you saying you're more confident now?
I feel that I'm more confident in myself, yeah.
Yes. Nikki, I'll start with you. What advice would you give to Laura?
I think you're both a bit confused about what you want, but Laura, I mean, from a girl's point of view, I think you need to just make it clear to Chris that you've got your own life and he's got his own life, but for him to accuse you of all sorts of things, sleeping with other men or calling you a prostitute, that's just not acceptable, you know.
Would you put up with that?
No, absolutely not. And you two had a really good friendship before this happened. So can you not try and rebuild that friendship? You know, I think what you've forgotten to do is be friends, and you're so concerned about being in a relationship with each other, you've forgotten to be friends with each other.
Good point. Good point. Thank you.
Annoyingly, Nikki put it really well there. But Chris, when you're really insecure, and we've all been there, boys, we get insecure at times, right? You can look to drag your partner down to where you are. Now, what would be good if your relationship is worth anything? It'd be good if you could help each other to maybe pull him up where you are, Laura, because you've been through a lot. You've got good confidence considering the mental sort of, not torture, is it, but the mental situation that you're having to deal with. Help each other, come together, meet in the middle, compromise, and see if you can salvage what you've got.
Thank you. What do you think about that?
Yep.
I think,
Thanks.
yeah, they both got a point. But the reason that I've came here as well with Tris is because I do want to help him.
Do you genuinely want to be in this relationship?